For most of my life, I've been combing the world, searching, collecting, analyzing, and preserving ancient artifacts. My journeys have taken me to some very remote and sometimes, well, let's just say interesting places. But what I've discovered is beyond amazing. Magnificent ancient treasures, made from common clay to precious metals, and all having great significance even in today's world. Crowns of solid gold, absolutely stunning terracotta sculptures made for ancient aristocracy, and unique and extraordinary vessels of bronze, silver, gold, and lacquer, almost all created with an artistry that was ancient long before the birth of Christianity. In the fascinating and mysterious world of antiquities, join us on a mission to separate fact from fiction and fraud, where the two biggest questions are, is it real, and can you prove it? I'm Michael Teller. Welcome to TKAsianAntiquities.com.
We have had textiles here purportedly dating back thousands of years, and techniques and designs are absolutely amazing. We initially will carbon-14 date the textile, and if it proves right, we will then conserve and restore it.
This particular fabric, which is dated to the early Tang Dynasty, shows it to be most likely the earliest Islamic pattern textile ever found in China. It was found up in the northwest of China, where there was the first incursion by the Muslims. The piece we have has been carbon dated to around 660. So within 30 years of the death of Muhammad, we already see patterns that are Islamic being found in China. We've found a number of textiles, a number of organic pieces that have somehow managed to survive because of their environments. But they're almost exclusively tanned, browned out materials. The dyes themselves, the coloring has disappeared or faded to such an extent that you have an impression of what was there. This one, the colors that were in it are actually still quite strong.
At first we didn't know what we had. It was a big pile of mud.
It was black in color.
It tried to start laying it out flat. We started encountering all kinds of things that were in it.
All different types of frayed edges and torn sections.
When it was found, actually looked like heavily used rags in the same condition that they were after somebody had finished cleaning the side of a building.
First indication was that's not just mud in there.
And of course, as we're opening it, there's all different types of plant remains, sometimes human remains.
Did some tests. I realized we could not wash it in any way.
We had to open it very gingerly.
We slowly unfolded it and tried to get it as flat as possible.
When we did figure out what we had after we got it to lay flat and started cleaning, it was a horse blanket.
We have to basically sterilize these things before we can actually handle them.
Unlike this piece here, it was like cardboard because it was covered with mud.
In opening up one sheet from another in a crease, rather than just spreading, it had an equal likelihood of actually just cracking open.
It was like working on the tiniest jigsaw puzzle that you could ever imagine. It took me about 4 to 6 weeks of cleaning. And when I mean cleaning, I mean a very small bamboo stick and a little tiny brush and some major bifocals to see all the dirt that I picked out of that blanket.
Silk was so highly valued in the Western world, as far west as Rome, that the cost of the textiles was such that it almost bankrupted the Western world in having to pay all of their gold and silver to acquire these silks.
The dyes are probably the best known dyes that I've worked with as far as stability and color.
The result of all this hard work is an extraordinary artifact that is of historical consequence and of great beauty and teaches us about techniques and interactions between cultures that was really not known prior to its discovery and, of course, its restoration.
To see the reaction on people's face when they see the final restored blanket is amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing.